wrote the book on multitasking, so.
Me too.
We women.
You're right about that, Taffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, so maybe we should just get
It's
started.
Julie, yeah,
We just get
Yeah.
she'll
started.
come in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'll come in as soon as she can.
Yeah.
Basically, welcome everybody. It's great to see some different faces and hope to get to know all of you much better. All of us do. I'm Liz Andrews. I'm the Women's Council of Realtors, 2020 president of the Sacramento Network. Sharon Robinson's on there, and she's our president-elect. Like I said, Tanya is our treasurer. She's not able to attend. Beth had an emergency this morning. She's over at Kaiser right now, but she's doing fine, had a reaction to medication. And of course, Savannah, Savannah Hurst, she's our membership director. And Melissa's not in, she's our events director.
Mhm.
But I really appreciate all of you being here. This is really, really great. I wanted to say a little bit first before Savannah got going. I started my journey, just a little bit about me. I started my journey with Women's Council about, I think approximately what, Taffy, 5 years ago? Yeah, something like that. I think it was about 5 years ago. I lose track,
I know.
It's easy to do.
Well, COVID will help you lose track.
Oh,
No,
boy, in more ways than one.
I
That's
know.
for sure. I'm still deciding whether I should join Weight Watchers or AA. I'm toying with that.
Yeah. Yeah, or there's a combination of both. They would literally do a hand office business.
Really, yeah. But during these 5 years, I've met some fabulous people, both men and women. Of course, most of us are women, but the sisterhood has been so absolutely fantastic. Everyone has always been so welcoming to me. As a part of the Women's Council, I was very shy, actually. And I still get my moments, but I was very shy. I couldn't talk. I could no way do this, nor could I stand in front of people and really talk. The English language and I don't always get along. But anyway, maybe I should take up something different. But anyway, I was approached at one of the events that I had attended, and someone tapped me on the shoulder and said, would you be interested in going to coffee? And let's talk about Women's Council. And I said, well, sounds like a great idea. So I did, and I agreed to join to be part of the governing board. She wasn't just after somebody to be a member, she was after somebody to get on the board. So I says, why not? So I did. I got out there, and it has been, I've held every position except for treasurer, and this is my second year as president, which I have had more fun. I have learned to be, talk a little bit more, think on my feet occasionally, and those type of things. I had learned to talk with a lot of people and a lot of lenders, which was really nice. Everybody was very helpful. I had a personal incident and where I was just, devastated. And through the sisterhood and brotherhood, I guess you could say too, I had a lot of comfort, and it was just like a family away from my own family. And I really would have never made it without. That's, I won't cover all the different things that go on because I'll let the other gals do that. But the friendship and the support has been fantastic. And one thing about the Women's Council, it's a safe place. You can call anyone, you can do anything, and just say, hey, listen to me. And they're right there. And it's really wonderful. I feel very blessed to be part of the Women's Council of Realtors. So that's about all I had to say. Okay, on a personal note there.
That's great.
Okay.
That was great, Liz.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I wanted to say a few words. I would like to first thank you all for being here with us and listening to our stories today. As you know, I'm the president-elect this year, and I'm going into being president next year. And I am scared to death, but I'm getting a lot of support from upper management, upper leadership, and you know, they provide a lot of training, so I should be able to get through next year very well. I mean, this year has been different for all of us, but we don't know what's going to happen next year, but trust that we will be there to support you and give you value should you join as a member or partner with us. My story is I've been with Women's Council for about 3 years. I think I came in at 2018. And I joined because my cousin, Sabrina Brown, was very instrumental in, you know, and she was always in a leadership role in Women's Council. She's based in Fresno. So I joined. I was just going to be a member, but they're real tricky. First, they'll ask you to sign people in at an event, and then it'll be all of a sudden you're president-elect. You know, I mean, one of the reasons I did it, though, I said yes, was because I looked around me at the Sacramento network and I didn't see a lot of diversity. And I would like to see it become a more diverse network, you know. I mean, we don't have Indian people. I mean, there's so many different people in this world. How come we don't have them all there? You know, somebody representing each of the cultures, and we could learn about those cultures from each other. It's just been a great place for me. I've enjoyed being with the Women's Council, and I intend to be here for a while. I don't know what's going to happen after presidency, but I'll still be around. So thank you again for joining us. Okay, Savannah?
Thank you, Sharon. That was great. Both you and Liz had great points about Women's Council, why to join. So I want to introduce myself one more time. I'm Savannah. I'm the membership director for 2020. Next year, I'll be on the board again. I'll be treasurer, replacing Tanya. Tanya and I are flipping. She'll be membership. So we'll be a great duo helping each other out. I want to welcome, before I dive into reasons why Women's Council is so great, I want to welcome new members this year. All the way from the beginning of the year, we have a handful of new members, and I have pins for them. So I'll have to reach out to them individually, the ones that I believe no one is on the list here, which is fine. So I'll just have to give them pins, but I want to recognize Monica Singh, Diane Monday, Tamara Brown, and Deborah. Deborah was here. I think she left for a second, and Deborah Woodruff. So those are our new members this year.
Oh, you forgot about Elaine Ferguson.
And Elaine, yes, Elaine Ferguson.
She signed up in August 21st.
Yeah, sorry, Elaine. I have a pin for you. I got a box right next to me. Okay, so starting off, I want to screen share with you ladies an infographic that I think is really a really good infographic to share why Women's Council. And before I dive into this infographic, let's see, I think that might be better. We'll just start here. There we go. I'll talk a little bit about myself first, which maybe I will unshare and then I'll share so you can look at my face while I talk. So when I found Women's Council a little over a year and a half ago, I was looking for support and camaraderie because I was new to the business. Maybe it's because I'm young and I am out of college, I went to a small school which was very supportive. So that environment, I was seeking that out. And Samantha Tov, I was working. I hung my license with Samantha Tov at Portfolio Real Estate, and she's been a past president. She's on the board of directors for SER now. She's super involved. She told me to go to the new member orientation just to figure out what it was about, and I signed up right after. So that was kind of quick, but it was because of the support and camaraderie that I joined right away. I think all agents, no matter if you're new or not, if you're struggling a little bit, you want to up your business, or if you're just curious and want to meet new people, I think Women's Council is really great. Just like Liz said, it's super supportive. You can contact anyone and they'll be there for you. So that's my personal take. So now I'll share the screen and go over the infographic because there are many other reasons to join. The Women's Council is a top referral network in the nation. 54% of members have sent referrals to other members in Women's Council. You could have a business just solely on referrals. And Women's Council, it's nationwide. So your referral network, I just went to a conference in California just with California Women's Council. It was almost overwhelming how many women were there and men. And you could just honestly build your business with referrals. And then they talk about Women's Council members, they make more on average when it comes to commission than other agents. And they have been upgrading our website, WCR.org, and they have a lot of great tools. I actually found this infographic on there. So they're just updating our technology, which is always great in this world today. The second reason is business leadership training. I went to a conference with the current board at the beginning of the year before the whole COVID thing happened, and it was great. It was almost overwhelming in a good way because of all the new faces and all of the networking, but it shows how large and supportive this network is. We met our now president, nationwide president. She spoke at the conference. She is just bubbly and so enthusiastic, has a lot of charisma, and it's just a great going to the conferences. If you're on the board or if we have extra room and you're a member who wants to go, it's just great because you learn a lot at the conference and you come back home feeling refreshed and new and excited about your business, because it can kind of get old and monotonous, the daily routine. So it's always refreshing to come back home after a conference. And then the third reason is our numbers tell it all. We have great statistics here in Women's Council. Members earn more, which I talked about. And reason one, Women's Council members are sought after leaders. 65 of us hold leadership positions in our communities and business. Inside, outside Women's Council, it's all about leadership. Our slogan is leaders made here. So if you're wanting to get exposed to leadership, you might be a little timid, or if you're wanting to dive in right away, no matter where you lie on the spectrum, like we're here. And I was nervous being so new to our network to be a membership director, but the ladies are always there when you have questions. So that made me feel comfortable right away. Women's Council members also hold 20% of NAR committee positions. So if you're interested in NAR or CAR, or even just local SAR, like Samantha Todd, she's done it all. I think by the network that Women's Council gives, you'll be right there with everyone else, all the other leaders in our industry. The fourth reason is connections and camaraderie. One of my personal reasons, the relationships within Sacramento and California and the whole United States in regards to Women's Council is amazing. It's invaluable. It's a tight network. You'll be among a network of 12,000 motivated professionals. When you go to conferences, you just feel in the air. Everyone's there for the same reasons, for the same goals, supportive, wanting to work together to achieve. And it just feels so good. And there's always great speakers. That's always a plus. And then there's five and final reason for at least this infographic, there's many more reasons, is the member benefits program. It's nice to get discounts on things, so travel, entertainment, business, and other things like Office Depot. Being a Women's Council member, you automatically get discounts and tickets and office supplies. So it's always a plus to get those little perks. But I think being the top referral network, networking, creating leaders, camaraderie, that's really what we're about. So I'll stop screen sharing, and then I will let Kathy take it away. And at the end, I'll explain to you, if you're interested in signing up, how to sign up and register. So
Thank you, Savannah.
Spoken from the heart too, Savannah. Thank you.
Oh, thank
My
you.
name is Kathy Maurer. I'm with EXP Realty, and I am currently a governor for Northern California for Women's Council of Realtors, and I will be next year the treasurer for the state level of Women's Council of Realtors. So I'm very excited to be here. I love my Sacramento Women's Council of Realtors network. I love you guys. And thank you for asking me to speak a little bit about my journey, basically. If you had told me 10 years ago, I was a teacher, that I would find out who I really am, find out my authentic self, find out my actual purpose in life through a realtor organization, I would have told you were crazy. I would have told you you were crazy. It's like, there's no way. Who does that? Who does that? And I found who that real person is through Women's Council of Realtors and the leadership classes I've taken. Because, you know, leadership development is also personal development. And we get a lot of training in Women's Council because we're women. We bring a different voice, a different perspective to real estate. We are the voice of real estate in Sacramento. Women's Council of Realtors, the voice of women in real estate. So through the mentoring I've received, Samantha was a great mentor, by the way, Samantha Tove, a great mentor for me. And also the training and the many reflective pieces I've had to write as I apply for different things. It causes you to reflect and to go deeper. And as I move up in the ranks of this organization, I have to stop, reflect, apply, and then you start to uncover, who are you really? Who am I even outside the realtor world? What is my purpose outside even of the realtor world? Because, you know, we are somebody else besides a realtor. And through Women's Council, I uncovered my purpose for being here. And it tied in well then with my teaching purpose. It tied in with everything I had done. And then my real self was able to shine through. Trust me, it was buried under a lot of noise. It was buried under a lot of stuff. That's not the word I want to use either, okay? It was buried. So once you know your purpose, you know who to say no to. You know who to pick for your tribe. It calms all that. It calms everything down. It calms things down. And then you can decide, what do I want to do? Why am I doing this? Does this align with my purpose? I decided to become a director with Placer County Association of Realtors. I ran for it. You know, you make a decision, you run for it. I was elected. Then why am I doing that? Because it aligns with my purpose. Why am I on the education committee? Because it aligns with my purpose. Why did I turn down the other committees? Because it aligns with my purpose. Why am I moving up in Women's Council? Because it aligns with my purpose. So it's very easy for me to say yes, no. Whether it's I want to go out and serve in my community, which community organizations do I belong to? They have to align with my purpose, or I won't belong. I won't participate, and I certainly won't give up my time, because I got grandkids and a very busy business. So that has been a huge, huge deal for me. It's allowed me to stay calm during this pandemic that went on, it's going on forever. It's allowed me to stay calm, stay focused on my business, allowed me to stay focused on my life, and to say I did as much business from January to August 1st as I did all last year. And I'm a Masters Club member. It's because the purpose is there and it keeps you calm. So I cannot thank Women's Council enough for what they've done there. The leadership part, leaders are made here. We are the only organization that builds women leaders in real estate. The only one. We are completely unique. There is no other organization that does that. NAR, CAR, our local boards rely on Women's Council for their leaders, because we come in and we have been trained to be leaders in our personal lives, because remember, leadership is personal development and business development. But we're not only business leaders, but we are leaders personally in our personal life, setting the bar very high. Because I'm a successful realtor thanks to Women's Council. I'm a successful realtor because I didn't even know if I was going to stay until I got into Women's Council. Almost 7 years ago. Yeah. I came out of teaching and I thought, man, these people are mean and there's a lot of bullies. And by the way, they don't have very good manners either. Until I found my people. I found my people. It's Women's Council. So then I found my community. I found my camaraderie. I found my friends. And they weren't like that. They weren't like that. They wanted to support me and they wanted to see me succeed. So we've got that, but I can be very successful in my business, but personal wise, I could be a hot mess. So Women's Council, you can't have one without the other, otherwise you can't sustain. I would not have been able to sustain this level of business. And it's relentless in terms of productivity. It's relentless. The Women's Council gives me the balance to slow it down, give back, and still maintain a full and rich schedule, okay? Because the balance is so important. And so I think with leadership development, keep that in mind. Personal development, which we give you all the time, and then we're going to give you the business development to keep your business going in a manner that keeps you sane, no matter what is thrown at you. We'll teach you to pivot. We are teaching you to pivot. And when I say we truly are leaders made here, I didn't realize, but at the state level, which I'm entering, the state level talks about our presidents, our president-elects, people on the leadership teams, and looks and talks and discusses them and says, what can we do to help them, no matter what they want to do? Maybe they just want to be more successful in their real estate business. Boom, what can we do? Maybe they want to go out and run for public office. Maybe they want to just run their foundation. Maybe they want to step up in their local association or in CAR. So you're actually discussed and saying, what can we do to support? And we had two from Sacramento, Beth and Sharon, both applied to work at the national conferences in 2021 at Washington, D.C. and at San Diego, 2021. And we pushed them forward to national. And I was supposed to call them. Instead, I'm announcing it right here. And we're very excited for Sharon and for Beth, okay? Sacramento is well represented. Yes, well represented. Round of applause. See, who else discusses people and their goals? And then says, what can we do to help them? Who does that? Nobody does that but Women's Council. So we take this extremely seriously. And just talking about our strategic partners like Sandy and, and Delta Property Management, with Sandy, we appreciate our strategic partners because they are aligning with women who are elevating themselves. Who can't get behind that? Who can't get behind that? Elevating women in our profession. And when you elevate them in the profession, you elevate them in their community. And we become stronger in the community. And we make this world a better place. I'm sorry, we're making it a better place. Okay, in everything we do. So we appreciate our strategic partners. We really do. And lastly, I'll just talk a little bit about referral and then I'm done. Okay, referrals are mailbox money, ladies. Mailbox money. It comes in the mail. Okay, I'm giving a lot to Idaho. Given 2 to Jennifer Shoup up in Idaho. She also works Spokane, I found out. Spokane, Coeur d'Alene. Chelsea Hugh, Idaho. Because that's where are people moving? Idaho. A bunch to Tennessee. Florida. Pam Cittadini, Florida. And we get referrals, Georgetown, Grass Valley, they're coming in. But I'm also using the Radius agent. It's not a day doesn't go by, I get a lead.
Yeah.
for somebody who is from Radius Agent.
Mhm.
I don't pay for that other than we pay the normal referral fee, but I don't pay through any other company. No, absolutely not. I don't pay for leads, but I'll pay for a referral. I'll pay for a referral. And so it pops up on my phone. It's a text and an email telling me, do you want this lead? They are pre-approved for 500 in Roseville. Okay. I mean, whoa. And then boom, I call. That's a big deal, and it's free for you. It's free for you. It's one of our services. So get on with that and get notified. You got to be a member. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. So leads coming in, and they're leads for selling and for buying. So I've got seller ones as well. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And lastly, I'm going to leave you with a quote. Now, if you were out there and you're part of an organization and they might say something like this, and I got to find, because it came out of a magazine, but I changed it for Women's Council. Hold on. No, it's right here. It came out of a magazine, but I said, this is not a Women's Council. This is not how Women's Council would say this. So listen to this. This is not how Women's Council would say this. Be bold enough to walk into a room full of strangers who don't believe in you and believe in yourself. Okay, that's one way, right? Listen to the difference. This is the Women's Council way. Be bold enough to walk into a room full of Women's Council members who believe in you, and even when you don't believe in yourself. That's the difference.
Yes. Thank you, Taffy.
Okay.
Wonderful.
That was really good. That was a great spin at the end.
Yes.
That was
Thank
great.
you, Taffy. Every time you speak, it's always wonderful. You bring so much good energy. I want to end just with basic registration details. I have an email template that I'll send to you. I won't tell you all the directions here. Dues are just slightly over $200 for those who are interested in joining. It's all online. My email will give every single direction, but you go to wcr.org, you type, you register, new member, and you just follow the steps, register yourself as Sacramento, and dues, I believe, are $210.
I thought there were 205.
205. See, I was thinking 205, but for some reason I thought they are 210.
Yeah.
So yeah, just slightly over 200.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a pen for you, Elaine, and the other ladies. And other than that, I don't have any other information unless you have questions for us. We could have like a short Q&A. Yeah, Ray?
On the dues, how often are the dues paid?
Once a year.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and of course you can write that off, Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
That is very important.
And you'll make it back in one Office Depot visit for printing, because I print a newsletter. I send out a hard copy. So important during COVID, right? To send a hard copy out.
Yeah.
And it costs about $1,000, but with my Office Depot discount, it's running about $250. I save so much. I have saved my membership fee over and over again, just using that discount.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
like,
the first referral you
it's
get,
nothing.
will cover
Yeah,
a couple years,
oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
I'm really interested.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
If you sign up, I think it's this month, you get the free national conference free. It's on health, wealth, and
When
Yeah.
national conference.
is that?
Now, here, I'll give you the dates here. I gotta live by my planner. So,
Okay.
health, wealth, and self.
I also work full time, so my extracurricular activities have to be scheduled around my
Sure.
legislative calendar.
Absolutely. So yeah, on Ray, anything we do is always recorded. Once you'll get your registration, you'll get a free one. You will get, it's on it starts on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Health, wealth, and self.
Of what
And,
month?
What
sorry,
month?
November.
November. Yeah, November.
Okay.
Yeah, so what you can do is then you
Oh.
can, it'll be recorded and you can just go back through and click on the classes you want.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's in November every year?
Yes, and normally that if they pick, and now next year in 2021, it's going to be in San Diego. This year it was supposed to be in
You can't go anywhere.
Don't even bring that up.
Lovely.
We're
I
gonna
know.
cry. We're just gonna cry here.
Yeah.
We didn't get to do any of the
Let's
travel.
cry.
We missed all the travel.
I know, I missed that too. I
Yeah,
missed-
and then we have a
Yeah.
mid-year in Washington, D.C. for those that want to attend, you know. But this is our national one. We had it last year in San Francisco. It was pretty cool.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, the nice thing now about Zoom and everything is that all of these, and it's gonna keep going that way. They're gonna record everything, so because people can't come or whatever, they can go back and Zoom and it's recorded, because you're gonna get that automatic registration. You're gonna register, boom, you'll be able to listen to it. So,
Okay, okay.
Ray, what do you do with the legislature? Do you work with the legislature? Is that?
I do. I work in the Banking and Financial Institutions Committee. It's a mouthful. I know. I'm a committee assistant.
Very nice. How exciting.
Ah,
It is. It is. I like it.
Financial.
It sounds big, but there's just two of us in our office. But I keep my work separate from everything.
Yeah, I understand. I
Yeah.
understand. No, so you're
Yeah.
doing a side hustle of real estate, right? Side hustle?
I'm trying. I'm trying.
No, it's okay. Side hustles are a big deal now. They're a big deal. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and you have a chance to secure a future, make college, fun for kids or whatever, or do whatever, So I'm in awe because young people can do that. I can't do that.
Yes, I know.
Well, this is going to be the second part of my life.
Yeah, well, good job. Yeah, great. And we know Elaine works for Berkshire Hathaway, Drysdale Properties. Midtown. That's so cool.
Yes.
So cool. Yeah. So think about that, ladies. I know Elaine's just joined. We'll have to see if she can qualify for that. Okay, we can ask Sabrina Brown, Miss Sharon.
Yeah.
See if Elaine, because Elaine just joined.
Yeah.
See
Yeah,
if
she
she can
just
get
joined
in
in
to
August.
the national for free, because she
Okay.
may have
Yeah.
made that.
Great.
She may have made that deadline. Okay,
Mhm.
that'll be good. Okay, all right.
All
Then
right.
we
Great
got-
to
oh,
meet you,
there's
ladies.
Ray Bell.
That's
Yes.
Hi, Ray.
Ray is with Home Smart.
Home Smart.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Great.
okay.
I
Great.
Care Realty.
Yeah. Any
Hi,
questions?
ladies.
Hi.
Hi
Hi,
there.
Ray.
Great.
She has a job too. She has two little girls
Yeah.
that I think are under
Oh, wow.
3.
Oh, wow.
So they're
2 and 4.
handfuls. Under
See?
4? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. No, I love
Ladies.
it.
Ladies, I just want to tell you what a wonderful meeting this has been, but I have yet another Zoom. I've had one this morning. This makes my
Okay.
second. I have
Right.
one more, and I only have a few minutes to be prepared for the upcoming one. But let me thank you personally all for your stories and for the welcoming experience that this has been. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, Elaine.
Thank you,
That's great.
Elaine.
Thank you for the feedback.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
I'll reach out to you, Elaine, about the pins and get that. So, yeah, I'll reach out.
Okay,
Now,
ladies.
Ray Smith, Ray Bell, Sandy, both Rays, if you want to extend me your email in the chat here, I can send you how to register, and you can consider it, think on the email. That way you have the instructions. Super easy. I mean, if you just go to wcr.org right now, you'll probably be able to figure it out yourself. But I have a whole email that walks you through the whole registration. So.
That's cute. Email, Pretty Ray.
Yeah.
Great.
Did anybody
Well-
have any other questions?
No. Well, I
No?
think then
Okay.
I'm just saying, yeah, I think we are good, ladies. Thank you so
Great.
much, everyone, for joining. Thank you,
Thank
Taffy,
you.
for
Yes,
speaking.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Yes,
Thank you.
yeah.
Look forward to
you,
seeing
everybody.
everybody again.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a great rest of your day,
See
ladies.
you all.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.